We the People, 2020 till who knows when. Constitution of the United States of America and the Bill of Rights. A production from A Voice in the Dark, Lori Elliot, spiritscrossing.net. I do not consent. We the people do not consent. We, the human race, do not consent. Copyright pending. Freedom. Evolution is a revolution. April 2nd, 2020, Wednesday. Day 11 of COVID-19 lockdown. Reposted 8/28/2022. We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. As I read the above from the Constitution of the United States of America, I let my mind wander over each area and try to feel what that meant to our forefathers. In order to form a more perfect union, this makes me think of all the places these founders came from and the type of rule they fled. What were the common rulings they wanted free from? Well, one was religion. No one wanted to be told which way to worship their god, goddesses, gods, or none. Free speech. You see, they wanted to be heard and considered in any decision. The right to bear arms so that we could fight back both from a foreign or domestic tyranny. We are the people of the United States of America. We are a country of the utmost diversion in plant, animal, and human kingdom. Let us not forget. Evolution is the revolution. We are just as diversified as a human species in sexual and religious values that may seem challenging for us to understand at times. We are, however, extremely equal in being a soul with a human experience. Now we can begin to reflect this once again. Should we tolerate the fear-mongering, the false flags, the propaganda from any group, of which includes the Democratic and Republican parties? We are a united people. Should we be allowing anyone to be dividing us with hate and ignorance? Perhaps we should expect there to be tolerance, compassion, and empathy, as well as cooperation and the working government to follow through with and only with the intention of the greater good of all. This country was built by men and women who came here to have the freedoms we defend so fiercely when we are asked. Perhaps we should make sure we are really fighting real enemies. No more lies, no more propaganda, and no more stripping our rights away in the name of the almighty dollar and corporate greed. We should be fighting for our regulations to be put back into place after all the great strides we had made over time to create these regulations to protect the people from pollution, lack of safety, and pay, let alone the earth herself and the animal kingdoms. One race, the human race. Should we tolerate anyone attempting to divide us like we are animals too dumb to understand what they are doing? Should we no longer be made to be fools with a governing agenda that has pushed friends to turn on friends, or strangers beating up others due to the irresponsible behaviors of the men in power? Are we not able to gather and join in conversations with our neighbors, friends, and families, discussing the true issues, not the ones that are forced down our throats all day long in the media. That is so unregulated, it truly cannot be trusted any longer, nor the current government policymakers. We are a people who are proud of our differences. We do not want to hate each other. We want to work together as humans. Human beings, period. Not white, black, Asian, Mexican, Spanish, African, Nigerian, French, German, Indian, Native American, Eskimo, English, Egyptian, Greek, Vietnamese, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Russian, Swedish, Polynesian, Peruvian, Brazilian, Cuban, Finnish, Italian, Romanian, and all the rest of the world that we represent. We are just humans that came here for the promise of freedom to be themselves, to become an owner of a business, to buy a house, to have our children in good schools, to be away from violence, to live as they are as a supporting member of our diverse, luscious society and country. We are not our religions. We are first and foremost human. Neighbors, lovers, friends, and co-workers, servers of the people. We all came here for the promise to have religious freedom, to chase the American dream, and to feel safe. These are the things we are losing day by day. We need not stop until we have voted out all of our current government bodies who have not been working towards the greater good of all, and usher in a new governing force that provides these things to us again. We should not be forced into hating each other anymore. We will reach out and learn from our neighbors and friends the different things about each other, so we might understand each other more. We will teach our children empathy and morals. We will teach them to center themselves with meditation. We will teach them a martial art for discipline and self-protection. We will become the greatest schools of thought, science, and the arts of every kind. No longer will we raise fighters, bullies, and persons of glory. We will teach sports that encourage our young to be team players and excel in the strength of working together, win or lose. No more one or two key players. Each player is just as important. We will rise as a humanity in an evolution through expansion and love. In God we trust. It is a revolution for evolution. We will be the forefront for all countries to want to follow suit. People will rise all over the world as we do. They also will have the same goals, for this is an idea whose time has come. We will keep in God we trust, knowing that the single word of God is representing every religious version and vision of their God. The time is upon us as a race of beings to be the change, to be the evolution of our personal selves as well as our governing bodies in this country. No more should we tolerate being considered as unworthy or insignificant to anyone. We each are necessary in the foundations of being a human society. Each of us has the right to take up space and be at the table. We the people are the true governors of this country. Maybe it is time we accept that role of responsibility. Blessings and love. Humanity as a whole. May we rise and become that which we were always meant to be, fair, just, and loving. Anything less is a crime to ourselves and to humanity as well, as all other sentient life on this planet, of which we were meant to be the caretakers of, not the kings of whatever we want. This is just the basic proclamation of a new world we hope to bring forth from these troubling times. If you agree, pass it on. Share the basics of a vision we can hold together, each of us, a feeling of camaraderie and love. For we are the power when we don't allow anyone to divide us. Question everything, be a voice, stand up for something. It can be anything. Just keep your intention for the greater good of all. For the greater good of all. Pass it on. To make a change, it must start with a basic thought that will give each of us a feeling of faith again in something bigger than ourselves, that which each of us are an integral part. Let us dream big again. Let us dare to shake the old foundations that we have relied on and let them be rebuilt with better mortar values, with better stones, morals, with better measurement, respect for all, with better designs, love. Do we dare to dream again, to reach beyond the old ways that just do not serve us? This system is only failing due to greed. We can still get back our pride and dignity for all, if we would dare to dream just a bit bigger, with the greater good of all as our intention. Can you feel the new hope yet in your heart? Did it just open a little bit more? I think if you were honest with yourself, you would say yes. So read this again and again, then pass it on. Let's see if we would dare even to propose such an outlandish dream. I ask, why not? We are the power. We are the majority. We are the essence of life. And together we are unstoppable. I dare you to allow yourselves the feeling of expansion into a new world of possibilities. Will it be easy? Hell no. But it will be gratifying as we conquer each new obstacle. We will build such strong hearts that in time we won't be able to be divided ever again. Let us not allow ourselves to become lazy or like an ostrich with its head in the sand. Let us rise and always remember, as time goes on, with each stride we make and each victory we have in the changing of the guards, so to speak, that we were moved, and when we found ourselves alone in the dark, that we dared to rise above and we dared to love again, everyone and everything. Blessings and love. What say ye? What say ye? Dare to be something more than you are right now. Be present, be kind, be gracious, and be alive. We are on the verge of the greatest evolution the human race has ever been through. Let us all take part in it. Let us show the universe that we are made of, stardust and all that shit. Start with the basic vision of faith in ourselves and each other. Then let that grow into something even bigger. Allow your heart to open to the possibility that we might be able to do it. Then begin to meditate. Allow yourself time each day to relax enough to hear the universe guide you. Practice listening and fine-tuning your intuition. And let's fly together into the unknown and create a better world for all. Remember to keep an eye out for good candidates that do not use the same crappy negative put-downs towards the other side. We need to start finding people that will fill both parties with integrity, so we are balanced once again. A golden era is at hand if we just allow ourselves to believe. Blessings and love, Lori.